Jon Bon Jovi saves a woman from jumping off a bridge. A man is wanted for a sex act with a cucumber in public. And scientists develop a treatment that can help cats live 30 years or more. These are the weird stories for Weird AF News, which is the only daily weird news podcast that we know of on record. It's the only daily weird news podcast that has yet to be discovered. Archaeologists are still digging all around the world to find more, but there's only one. Here it is. Rocker Bon Jovi convinced a woman not to jump off a bridge in Nashville, Tennessee. This man is just a wonderful human being. He runs a food kitchen for homeless people in Jersey. What can't this pretty feathered hair man do? He's seen a million faces, and he's rocked them all as well. Let's get some details. Jon Bon Jovi, the lead singer of the 80s band Bon Jovi, is credited with helping to save a lady's life after persuading her not to jump from a bridge in Nashville, Tennessee. Bon Jovi was in Nashville filming a music video on the John Siegenthaler pedestrian bridge at 6 p.m. when he noticed a woman standing on the edge of the bridge. And then he shouted, "Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear." Now let's get into the article and find out exactly how it all transpired. He probably just said, "Don't do it, lady." And she was like, "Why? I have nothing to live for." "I'm Bon Jovi." "Say no more, honey." No, it says here that according to the Nashville Metro Police Department, the musician helped persuade the woman to come off the ledge to her safety. The article still doesn't indicate exactly what Jon Bon Jovi said to the lady to talk her off the ledge. He probably started with a "dead or alive." Oh, wait, wrong song. "I ain't gonna live forever." That's not good either. Let me try this one. "You gotta hold on to what you got." And when that didn't work, he was like, "I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. Take my hand, you'll make it, I swear." Now it says here there was a video released by the Nashville Metro Police. It was surveillance footage. Bon Jovi is seen walking across the bridge with a camera crew when he notices the woman holding onto the ledge facing the river. Bon Jovi, accompanied by another unidentified individual, appears to speak with the woman in distress and eventually helps lift her back over the ledge for safety. The singer is then seen giving the woman a hug moments later. Oh, I'm going to cry. This is amazing. Now, it also says here, Mr. Bon Jovi has experience and training in helping individuals in times of crisis thanks to his JBJ Soul Foundation, which he started in 2006. This guy's just doing great things in the world. He's like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves was very busy, so sometimes JBJ's got to step it up and help save people from ledges. I'll tell you right now, this lady is so lucky that it was Jon Bon Jovi that came across her instead of David Lee Roth, who would have told her, "Go ahead and jump," or crisscross. Jump, or House of Pain, jump around. I mean, Axl Rose would have just pushed her off the bridge, I think. And in other news, this morning, thousands of 50-year-old women lined up to jump off that very same bridge. What a coincidence. The police are looking for a man who committed a sex act with a cucumber. This story is out of Washington, D.C., where police say they are currently investigating this incident after a homeowner's surveillance camera caught a man performing a sex act on himself with a cucumber right in her driveway. Well, geez, I mean, how can the U.S. claim to be the land of the free when a man can't stick some produce up his crack without being harassed by the police? Come on, man. No, this is obviously wrong because it's on her property. Let's find out why this man was committing a sex act with a cucumber. Grinder must be down again. Now, the Metropolitan Police Department say it happened at 5:30 p.m. in the Truxton Circle neighborhood, which is not far from a high school. The police have now obtained video of the incident from the owner of the security camera, who hoped that sharing this footage would help police identify the cucumber bandit in order to protect her neighbors and the students in the area. Oh, yes, indeed. We must find this man before he discovers an eggplant garden. And then, you don't want to see that footage. Now, do ya? Okay, now we have some details of exactly what went down between this man and his beloved cucumber. Ribbed for his pleasure. Now, this is not for the faint of heart, so just brace yourself for what happened. Kathy Baker's camera recorded around dinner time, a man with a lunchbox entering her driveway. He took out a cucumber and he stuck it in the grill of her SUV. The video then shows the man checking to see if the coast is clear before turning his back to the SUV, pulling down his pants, and beginning to use the cucumber in a vile, unsavory sex act. Well, goodness gracious, this is deplorable behavior with a cucumber. These vegans are just out of control these days, aren't they? We have a quote from Kathy. She says, I want my neighbors to know and keep an eye out for this individual. I want parents to be mindful. There's a lot of kids. There are high school students. They walk themselves to and from the school, but we all have to be vigilant about this kind of thing. I mean, vigilant, not vigilant. Vigilant about this kind of thing. Now, the police have reported there's some other details that are very clear in the video. The man did this multiple times. It says he comes around the passenger side of the SUV and then performs the sexual act with the cucumber again. He appears to notice the security camera before putting the cucumber back in the lunchbox and then walking away down the adjacent alley. Another quote from Kathy Baker. It was the eye contact that really unsettled me because it then continues for longer than one would imagine. And of course, then he saves the cucumber for later. So it really leaves one with a lot of questions that no one wants to have on their minds these days. We have other things on our minds. We don't need to think about this or even see this. You said it, Kathy. We don't need to see a man with his dildumber out there in public. Now, Washington, D.C.'s indecent exposure laws say that any public penetration for sexual gratification violates the law. Penalties include a fine of up to $300, prison time of no more than 90 days, or both. So, I mean, I guess if you're in the area, watch out for a horny man with a lunchbox. The lunchbox really gets me. That he had it in a lunchbox. I don't even see lunchboxes anymore these days. Well, this guy obviously relished the act with the cucumber, and now he's in a bit of a pickle. Because the pickle was in him. What is love? Baby, insert me once more. Scientists develop a treatment that can help cats live up to 30 years. It's the sound of science. Boop, 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 science. So good news. I want to end this episode on a positive note to give us hope in the world. We have here a Japanese scientist that just developed a treatment targeting chronic kidney disease in cats, potentially extending their lifespan to 30 years. Cats with an average lifespan of just 15 years face CKD, which is chronic kidney disease, as a major threat as it dramatically worsens their health, particularly in adult cats. Affecting nearly 30% of cats by the age of 10, CKD is a complex ailment that can ultimately lead to organ failure and eventually death. Thankfully, we have Dr. Toru Miyazaki, an immunologist specialist at the University of Tokyo, who discovered a protein called apoptosis inhibitor of macrophage, also known as AIM. This helps the kidneys flush out toxins using immunoglobulin antibodies. You guys know about these immunoglobulin antibodies? They're great. They taste good, too. While AIM is present in the blood of many animals, he noticed that the protein doesn't always function properly in the cats. This prevents crucial waste removal for the felines, making them susceptible to kidney failure quite regularly. Fueled by his passion for the kitties, Miyazaki has dedicated years of research to develop the AIM injection, a treatment targeting the root cause of this common feline kidney disease. Cool, man. Now do the dogs. I want dogs that live 50 years, don't you? That would be swell. Why should our pets die so early on in life? It's so sad. The AIM injection has shown promising results in ongoing clinical trials, exceeding expectations and even showing improvement in terminally ill cats. Miyazaki's team is actively working to ensure the affordability of this medication, making this life-saving treatment accessible to all cat owners. The injection is expected to be commercially available by 2025. Oh, isn't this fabulous? Your cat can live 30 years. Why not? 30 years times 9 lives. Let's do the math here. That's 270 years total your cat can live, which is long enough to eat its dead owner after they after they die alone in the apartment. You know, those cat ladies, they perish alone, and then all the cats they eat the owner. That's it. Oh, that's morbid, Jonesy. Why did you have to go there? I don't know, because I just had to add some sort of weird element. I covered a story where the cats ate the owner after the owner perished. They'll do such things. So maybe having the cat live that long isn't such a good idea after all. I don't know. Uh, I'm not a cat owner because I'm allergic to cats. I've been a dog owner on a couple occasions. I love dogs very much. I am friends with a lot of cat owners, and they're crazy about their cats. And so I'm sure they'll be happy to hear about this news and that this will be commercially available. Of course, it's pet related, so it's going to cost a lot of money. The pet industry is big business. At least it is here in the States. Here's some data that might make your head spin. In 2023, all right, it was estimated that Americans spent $700 million on pet costumes for Halloween. The most popular pet costumes were pumpkins, hot dogs, bats, bumblebees, and spiders. And Halloween's right around the corner, so I just thought I'd share that little tidbit. You probably have a pet. You're probably going to dress it up. Please send me a photo of your dressed up pet for Halloween. I think I requested that last Halloween or the Halloween before, and I got some pretty cool pictures. It's a little early for Halloween, though, although you wouldn't know that if you walked into a Walgreens. Anyways, I digest. Let's just take a moment to praise scientists for doing something that's actually helpful in the world. I've covered many stories on Weird AF News of scientists completely wasting resources on these projects that seem just cockamamie to me, pardon my language. Like, hey, let's find out what kind of music a dolphin likes. Pfft, useless, man. Hey, everybody, it's your host, Jonesy, just running you through the outro now. This is the part where I give thanks and praise, and I want to give thanks to some callers that took the time to leave me a voicemail. You can always call the show 646-450-2012. I'll publish a few calls after this. We heard from some longtime listeners of the show like Jim in Cleveland and Hannah from Chicago and our buddy Doom Cheese as well. So you guys can always call the show, leave me a message. You can also email me, funnyjones@gmail.com. And because tomorrow is going to be the Florida Friday episode, please, if you come across any weird news from Florida from this week, don't hesitate. Send me a link to that. You can also send me the link via my Instagram account in my DMs at funnyjones. So please avail yourself of such channels to get me weird Florida news. I am still up in the Bay, and this weekend I have some shows in Oakland and San Jose. So if you're up here, please consult my Instagram to find out where those locations and times will be, at Funny Jones. If you'd like to support the show, please go to weirdafnews.com, where you can buy your boy Jonesy a coffee. I can't promise you I'll be spending the money on coffee, because I like other things too, like beer, like a lot of beer, and cucumbers. Just kidding. No, I actually enjoy cucumbers very much. I enjoy them with hummus. Do you guys like the old hummus? I like a good, I'm pretty partial to lemon-flavored hummus when I can find it. Not easy to find. But then I can always make my own lemon-flavored. I just take the original, add a little olive oil, and squeeze some lemon in that. Voila! I got some lemon-flavored hummus. Don't get the hummus from the dollar store. I learned that the hard way. I shouldn't have trusted it. They spelt it with one M. What was I to do? Sometimes I get daring at the dollar store, but you get what you deserve at the dollar store. And of course, you can't return anything from the dollar store. You buy something and it's crappy. You don't return it, right? And they don't even have somebody over there that you can return those items to. You bring it. You know what they do? They laugh at you and say, "That's what you get," and then that's the end of that transaction. Anyways, I'm rambling now per usual. I'm highly caffeinated, so I guess we'll see you tomorrow on the Florida Friday episode. Stay tuned for some calls, and good luck with your life, man.
Hey, Jonesy, I know it's the middle of the night, but it's your boy, Doom Cheese, once again. Man, I can't tell you how much it means to just get an email back from you. Yeah, things have been tough out here, but I can't tell you how much it means to get an email back from you knowing that you care. Man, you've quickly become one of my favorite YouTube channels, another staple that I show other homeless people out here, and we all have a good time listening to your news because we grew up watching the same kind of MTV. You've basically made a YouTube channel that's like Sick Sad World, and I never thought you'd be this just awesome. Man, for real, what you're doing is amazing. Just keep being you, man. Stay in that closet whenever you have to, and keep making this show. You really do. You have a big effect on people's lives in a really good way. Anyway, I'm not trying to get all preachy or anything like that. Hope you've been having a great time out there, wherever it is you are. We're doing okay down here. But, thank you.
Let's rock.
Jonesy, it's your favorite flyover state gal. Yes, I'm calling again, and I know that it's 8 o'clock on a Friday, and I think you have a show this weekend, and unfortunately, again, I'm in a flyover state, so I cannot come see you. But I wanted to let you know, as I sit here on a Friday night ready to crawl my sad carcass up to bed, because I'm 500 and I go to bed at 10 p.m. at night, that there is a show now playing on HBO called Caught. That is caught as in caught in the act, C-A-U-G-H-T, exclamation point. And I know that it is currently Florida Friday, and you have already recorded said Florida episode, but I wanted to let you know, my dear, dear Jonesy and fellow weirdos, that said show has an entire episode called, you guessed it, Florida Man. And that, yes, ladies and germs, they do in fact have a story from Pinellas County. And yes, indeed, there was some paraphernalia that was apprehended in addition to a perpetrator. Also, a naked man in the swamp eating a cheesecake. I have a feeling that somebody else wanted said cheesecake, and that's why he took off. And frankly, I don't blame him, although for the love of God, sir, please do put on some pants next time. So, Jonesy, I hope you are having a fantastic Friday evening, and I wanted to let you know once again that should you not have succeeded in fulfilling your need for Florida stories on this fine Friday, that Caught on HBO Max, or just Max, I don't know, because this app is garbage, the show has a Florida Man episode, and sweet baby Jesus, it's a lot of fun. So go ahead after your show, if you are still cognizant, I would highly recommend that you do a look-see. Good luck and have a great rest of your weekend.
Jonesy, rock and roller. You have to choose my voice. Anyways, I'm very proud of you. You put a smile on my face by finally selling merchandise. Your next step is to follow through down the road when you realize that you can take that on the road with you. Is create the bumper sticker. You got t-shirts now. You're moving up. So I'm proud of you that you followed up on all that. Also, who was your quarterback that you took in your fantasy football? I want to know who your quarterback is, your defense, when you have time, and we'll find out. I know you're not done figuring things out. I'm sure you didn't take New England quarterback, so I'm curious to see who you took as your quarterback. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully all is well. And you have a great day, and good luck with your selling, Jonesy. Take care of your buddy Jim.
Hi, Jonesy. This is Hannah. I watched that video of the so-called woman who was having relations with two other women in a pool. The two women left. The police officer asked a question. She answered the question, and then the mom was like, "Don't be rude." And then And then when she found out she was going to get arrested, she's like, Mom, I can't get arrested. I can't get charged right now. I can't get charged right now. And then before that, she's like, I already have an open case. I'm in a program. And then the mom was like, at the end of the day, I'll get you into a few programs. So, like, I think this woman is already in trouble, and having been arrested, she has, jeopardized her criminal record even more. And then she, like, goes back and forth between certain accents. But the two other people, so I don't know, like, what her race is. I'm sure she's white. And then the two other friends left because they probably knew what was happening. So they were smart enough to leave. So, oh my God, Florida is crazy.